Alright guys, we are back with another video. Hope you guys are having a highly vibrational day, and let's get straight into it. Alright, why you are not building muscle fast enough. I've been seeing a lot of videos of like guys who are like, I've been working out for 15 years. This is a realistic version of a guy who's been working out for 15 years. And quite frankly, they look like crap. Now, me, I've been working out for 5 years, and people think I'm on what's it called, performance enhancing drugs. Okay, which if you don't know, that's the greatest compliment you can give somebody who is natty. I'm very self-reflective with everything I do in life, including my exercise, including my workouts. So these are 3 points that I believe made me build muscle a little bit faster than others, and allow me to look like a person who's been working out for maybe 10 years versus somebody who's been working out for 10 years actually, and they look like crap. So why you are not building muscle fast enough. Let's get into it. Number one is you're just not eating enough. Okay, so I recently went on a little bit of a bulk, and I went on another bulk like 2 years ago, and that was the big one. That was when I went from 179 to like 180, and I've stayed around 189. I've stayed around 185 to 189. So you gotta bulk. You just got to. Depending on, especially if you're a skinny kid, you're ectomorph. Like how I started off, you just gotta bulk. If you are more of a fatter guy, you started off as a big guy, I would just say that you don't have to bulk necessarily. You probably do have to cut, but you have to recomp. So I would say eating lean protein, just eating lean protein, that's gonna fill you up too, so you don't overeat. Just getting in that chicken. You just gotta have a boring ass diet, unfortunately for you. But yeah, overall, your diet is a big determination of your body. A lot of guys aren't eating enough. They aren't tracking their calories. Not saying I did, but I kind of knew. I actually did track my calories for a little bit, for like a whole year. And what that taught me is just kind of how much calories certain foods have, how to look at food in a certain way. Some people say in an unhealthy way, but honestly, I think how people look at food normally is unhealthy. How do you not know what the hell goes into your body? How do you not know how much protein something has in it, how much carbohydrates something has in it, and how much like calories something has in it, like at all? So some days you just overeat like crazy, and then some days you undereat like crazy, and then you feel like shit because you don't know like the micronutrients even in the food. You know, like, oh man, did I get enough vitamin D? Like you don't know these certain things. Did I get enough protein? Yeah. So I don't know. Personally, for me, I think how normal people eat is a bit of a whatever it's called. I think how normal people eat is strange. Rather, how I eat, which I kind of understand. Oh, I need to go under 2,000 calories today if I want to lose weight. If I want to gain weight, I gotta go over 2,000 calories. This has this much calories. This has this much calories. This has this much protein. This has this much protein. So how normal people eat, I think is weird. I think it's normal. I don't know. The point being that you're underestimating your calories. You're underestimating your protein intake. You're not counting the shit. You don't know what you're eating. And you're looking in the mirror and you're like, oh, I look like crap. Yeah, you look like crap because you got so much fat over most likely the muscle that you have been building if you've been working out for 5 to 10 years. But if you don't have any muscle, here's the next point. You're training without any intensity. Okay, so when we train, guys, we have to like hurt. Like, you can kind of see it when I train. Actually, recently, I gotta start recording my workouts again because recently I've been training really intense. So we gotta start training harder. I think Sam Sulek is a great example of this. I'm so happy he is a person in the fitness space because I think he sets a precedent of how hard you have to train. Like, guys, grunts are normal. Like, you should have grunts in the gym. You should have grunts in the gym. That's how you're supposed to feel. If you're like you're just hitting the rep and you're not grunting, that means you're not really doing it. You gotta understand that, like, the way a muscle actually works is it needs to be destroyed. Okay, the muscle fibers need to have micro tears in them, and that is how they repair stronger. So you're tearing your muscle fibers. I mean, that's why it's such a badass pursuit. But you gotta train intense. Like, for a lot of guys who are natty, like, bro, you should be going to the gym maybe 4 or 5 days a week. Yes, 4 or 5 days a week. That's because you're training so intense that, like, you need that recovery. Okay, so I don't know the best way to put it, but it's just like you have to have quality reps mixed with a large amount of weight, and that is the best way to know that you're doing the right thing. Are the reps quality? Okay, cool. The reps are quality. Are you using your maximum amount of weight for those repetitions? Try to do perfect reps as many times as you can. And then once you do perfect reps for as many times as you can, try to add in like a couple reps that aren't as perfect. And then that is really how you train. You can see me do it. You can see Sam Sulik do it. This is why I don't really count my reps. I have a certain rep range in my head, but I don't really count them like that. Because I know that, like, okay, I got to get in a few drop sets, and I got to get in a few supersets, and I got to get, like, it's just using these little tactics. Like, try to be a little bit more freestyle with your workout. Try to be a little bit different. Try to experiment a little bit more, man. You got to think of the gym as like a disciplined playground. Because that's what it is. It's like a little playground. Like, okay, like now I'm doing a split where I do chest and biceps instead of back and triceps, and I'm like, oh, this may be the split for the whole day. This may be the split for the rest of the time of me working out, because it's been working so well. That is chest, biceps, and then back, triceps, and it's been blowing up my arms more than adding an arm day. And I think it's because now those biceps and I think it's because those muscle bellies are having like their own separate section, and also you can now cut out that arm day, and now you only have to go to the gym for like 4 days in a week. But yeah, but maybe that doesn't work for you, and that is absolutely ass advice, right? Try different things. You're on the internet. People are going to throw a million advice to you. The way you build muscle the quickest is if you try every single thing that they goddamn say. Now, people say, don't do this, but do this. Don't do this, but do this. No, do everything. Do everything. What harm is it going to have if you just do everything? That's been my workout philosophy. That's been my thing. It's like, okay, I'm going to do rings. Oh, okay, I'm going to do rings and run. Now I'm gonna, like, that's why I call myself more of a hybrid athlete than a bodybuilder. I might actually change the whole, this is not a Q&A video, so I'm not even gonna go into that. I'm gonna stick on topic. But point is, right, I find myself more of a hybrid athlete because I just like doing everything. Okay, you think powerlifting is better for your physique? Do powerlifting. You gotta understand, guys, we're all built different, so our muscles are going to adapt in a different way. Nobody is singular to a certain thing. This is why this whole fitness industry, this whole fitness advice, and these generalized advice, or you should do science-based lifting, or you should do power-based lifting, it's all kind of dumb, because like we are all built differently. So the best thing to do is actually try everything. People say don't try this, but don't try this. Try everything, because at least now you know what works for you. So I can give you general advice about how to build muscle as quickly as possible, but the best way to build muscle quickly as possible is to find out the things that work for you and then spam the hell out of them. Oh, and that's it. Oh, and get good recovery. I don't know. Keep sleep good. Sleep good. Melatonin is really great for sleep. It aids my recovery good, and make sure you're getting your protein in. I'm not gonna make a huge point out of that because you already kind of know that, but there's that reminder. Sleep also aids your testosterone production. So that's it for today, guys. This is how to build muscle as fast as possible, and why you aren't building muscle not fast enough. But if you do want further help, I have a whole certified personal training company, Pep Wellness, and as well as a personal training company where I do self-mastery, a bit more general. So if you do want any help with that, links are in the description. I'll see you in the next one.